Indian farmers, like Punjab farmers, have been prudent. They haven't wasted money. They haven't taken unnecessary loans. They were seduced into taking loans. The Green Revolution brought in chemicals with subsidies. When the subsidies were withdrawn, the farmers were pushed into taking credit. The credit was conditional. No matter what you needed money for, you might have needed money because your child was ill. You might have needed money because an old person had died and you needed to complete the funeral rites. But every credit was made conditional on buying new fertilizers, buying farm machinery, and buying new seeds. That is what has locked the farmers in this debt cycle and the treadmill of chemicals. They haven't got into debt because they were not thinking. They haven't got into debt out of choice. They've been driven into debt by national and global policy. The government of India is responsible because it followed the World Bank instructions. The World Bank is responsible because it gave the loans that made this entire cycle begin, including the subsidies and then the shift from subsidies to the credit dependence. Currently, the government of India is talking about more credit, but consumer credit to farmers. Now, farmers of Punjab are the epitome of hard-working producers. They are being transformed into consumers of external inputs, chemicals, machinery, tractors. That consumption of a non-sustainable kind is what the policies globally, nationally are driving. Globalization is in fact an assault on India's farmers, particularly Punjab's farmers. And it has attacked the farmers of Punjab, first and foremost by driving down the prices nationally. The government has withdrawn from buying grain. Punjab was first asked to be the breadbasket for India. All of the ration shops were to be filled by Punjab grain. Today, the Food Corporation of India doesn't buy. The government does not increase what is called the minimum support price, which gives a guaranteed price to the farmers, as a result of which, on the one hand, the farmers don't make enough of a living, they don't get a fair price, and on the other hand, the poor are being denied a right to food because now the market is taken over by global agribusiness. The Imperial Tobacco Company, Levers, Cargill, Conagra, they are now the big players in the grain markets of India. A second way in which the Punjab farmer is being attacked is through the introduction of genetically engineered seed. Monsanto's BT cotton. One of the worst areas of farmer suicide is Bathinda, the cotton area. This is where Monsanto has introduced its BT cotton, and in the year 2007, it was devastated with a new pest called the mealy bug. That too will worsen this cycle of indebtedness. And while the farmers are paying more for seeds, 3,600 rupees of kilograms was what Monsanto was charging in these monopolistic seed supply, the price of cotton has dropped because US agribusiness gets $4 billion of subsidies to then dump cotton in the Indian market and drive the prices down. The final level of assault on the Punjab farmers due to globalization comes from the fact that there is now an assumption that countries like India should not feed themselves. They should not grow their own food. They should import wheat, even though wheat in India is selling at 8,600 rupees, 8,500 rupees a ton, and the international prices have hit nearly $600 a ton. In spite of that huge gap, the Punjab farmers are still not getting a fair price, and Cargill is entering in a bigger way. As the grain production is snatched from the Punjab farmers, the land is being taken over by force to grow cucumbers and broccoli and baby corn and lettuce and beans for the markets of the rich countries, Europe, America, Japan. These are corporate farms. These are not Punjab farms. Farmers running their own farms, the owner, cultivator working on their own land, getting the returns from that hard work. Exports of vegetables from countries like India are based on corporate farming, which is leading to a land war and a land grab. In place called Barnala, Farmers have lost their lives fighting to defend their land, keeping it from the hands of Trident, which is a supplier to Walmart. Tesco's supplies are coming out of Punjab. There is the assumption that Punjab can stop farming to feed this country and to feed itself. But Punjab happens to have been gifted to be a land of prosperity in agriculture, and its future lies in continuing to have at least some level of agriculture, not becoming a real estate land mafia grab. The way the land is being transferred to international capital from the hands of the farmer by force is yet another assault, and probably the final assault on the agriculture and peasant of Punjab.